Hello and welcome everybody to the Corner Flag. We are coming to you on a Saturday, which is not what we usually do. We usually come to you on Mondays, but today we are here on the weekend because there is big news in the world of football and in the world of podcasting. And to tell us more about it, Mukesh Manjunath is here. He is here on time. He is clean shaven, looking sexy. The lighting is great. Mukesh, tell us why, without looking at what is written under our names, tell us why this is happening today.
Well, Amog, you and I are officially award-winning podcast hosts
That
as Corner
is
Flag
correct.
has grabbed its first award,
That
right?
is correct. That is
Um,
correct.
I initially wanted to do a joke, but I'm like, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I wanted our audience to know that all this nonsense that they've been putting up with is actually been worth it. And there are people in a room wearing suits who are like, this should be awarded.
Absolutely. And this is it. This is the
Oh,
award right here. You can see it. Best sports podcast,
beauty.
the corner flag with our names on it. It's a lovely trophy. It's a mic, of course, because it's a podcast trophy. But yeah, man, we've won. We've
We
fucking
won.
won.
We fucking won an award. So, all lovers and haters of this podcast, just remember when you say anything, you're sending hate or love to people who won awards
Yeah,
for what they're doing.
yeah, yeah.
So, essentially, for the next 1 year, I'm just going to call you, hey, fellow award winning co host of Corner Flag.
I mean, that's basically what's going to happen with me as well. I'm going to refer to myself as award winning everything. My wife is an award winning wife of
Wife is nice.
award winning podcast host. Everything is going to be award winning. I mean, if actors can do it, two-time Academy Award winner, some it doesn't even they don't even keep it to winners. They, even when they're nominated, they're like Academy
Yeah.
Award nominee,
Yeah.
whoever. It is what it is. There is a little bit of an issue, by the way, right now. I have to say, technical issues. I don't know if the stream has started. Like over here, it says we are live, but I do not know if it is actually sending the data to our live stream. If it is not, then I mean, we just continue, and this comes across as. Uh, a legacy podcast episode, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
I was like, nothing says, well, worthy of an award like technical glitches on
exactly,
the episode that celebrates that very award.
exactly. So I mean, yeah, I feel like it is. It's on a slightly different link. I don't know. Something has happened with the link. It is live. I can see it, but it's on a different link. So uh, I'm sorry, guys, for the technical issues, but yeah, I guess this is what it is. So anyway, you were in Hyderabad, Mukesh, when we won the award. I had the good fortune of actually going for the event, so I could go and bring this baby home. But what was the situation in Hyderabad? Was there a bus parade that was organized? Were there firecrackers in the night sky? What was the atmosphere back home in Hyderabad?
There was a bus parade from the airport till Charminar. And in
Yeah.
my drunken, debaucherous state, I climbed up one of the minars of the Charminar and I took off my t-shirt and swung it around and I threw in my t-shirt to rapturous fans who were waiting and screaming our name and they just held onto that t-shirt as I tore it to many pieces because they just wanted a piece of us.
And then you woke up.
Yeah, I was woken up.
Ah,
They're like,
correct.
भैया खाने के लिए क्या बनाना है भैया आप
Yeah,
बोलो ना
yeah,
इतना सोते
yeah.
हो.
I'm, I just want to say that for Man United, it is still a trophy. You know, it
Oh,
has been a
well
decent
done.
season. It has been a decent season, and for all the Arsenal fans out there, I mean, कौन फ्लैग ने जीत लिया यार ट्रॉफी. Connor Flag has won a trophy and Arsenal hasn't. Connor Flag won a
Flag,
trophy before Arsenal.
Corner Flag has had a better season than
Exactly.
Arsenal, and technically
Exactly.
United too. You know what? I'll give it. Today I'm for United. United had a better season, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. It might be a Mickey Mouse trophy. Do we consider it a Mickey Mouse trophy?
Are you kidding? I mean, it's as good as big years, Amog. This is the
Yeah.
best trophy there is.
It
Also,
is.
Amog,
It
I
is.
want to know what was your experience like when you entered the place. First, tell me about who gave us the award. I mean, I know who gave it. Tell our viewers who gave us the award. And
Famous radio jockey Rishi K from the erstwhile Radio One days, one of the best voices in Indian radio, best sounding voices and the best general voice as well, was presenting the show. Our good friend Rohini Rotox from Just to Film Me was also there, so shared a warm hug with her as well. I remember last year she was doing the awards. This year she wasn't doing all of the awards. She did one segment. Our award was not presented by her. Unmi from Spotify India, who's the podcast lead at Spotify India, was one of the presenters. And I'm very sorry, I don't know who the other one was. I,
I
I don't know. I don't know because
mean,
I was
you know,
just
Amog, award winners, we're prone to our bad boy habits like
yeah.
forgetting.
We don't care about other people. You know,
Yeah,
we don't care about the plebs. But
yeah.
no, so I was just so focused on making sure that I climbed the steps onto the stage properly without tripping and falling.
Have a nip
uh,
slip.
yeah, I was very careful about that.
Uh,
But yeah, so I mean, I had a good feeling about this. Also, shout out to Ask Tavish, Tavish Sharma. I think was also nominated in this category. I met him at the event. Very sweet kid. And Tavish, if you're listening, well done. Next time you will go further. Unless we are there again, in which case, you know, I'd bet on us to win. But no, man, he's a young kid who's doing a cricket podcast, and he's only going to get better and better. So shout out to Tavish. If you like cricket and you want to hear Tavish talk about cricket, Ask Tavish is his podcast that you can listen to on all podcasting platforms. So yeah, it was great. I mean, they announced our name. Mukesh has fucked off, but they announced our name. Hi, Nathan. You've come in and Mukesh has fucked off. I don't know what this intra Liverpool rivalry is going on. Um, but yeah, so they announced the category. And while so basically this time around they didn't do nominations. Last year I remember they announced who the nominees were. This time around they don't do nominations. And when they were starting our award, Rishi started off by saying when football and banter come together. So at that point I was like, okay, there's no way that we are not winning this at this point. It has to be us, because the other podcast is a cricket podcast. So he said that, and then you kind of knew already that you have to go up on stage and pick up the trophy. Uh,
What an honor to be here.
what an honor, Nathan. Now you have to make sure that you have to
Back
do
to back,
this.
back to back, back to
Yeah,
back.
you have to like completely up your game with us for this season so that we win multiple trophies next season.
Yes, correct. And for that, I will correct myself for showing up on time next time onwards because I just woke up. I'm sorry. But yeah.
What is it with Liverpool fans?
What is all like सोने में सब लोग सोते हैं यार मतलब what is Liverpool fans go to sleep in the afternoon sometimes.
I know what is it with Liverpool fans not coming to shit on time. I thought this was only a Mukesh problem. I thought this was a Hyderabad problem. Now I'm considering it to be a Liverpool
No,
problem.
no, dude. So when you what happened, I woke up at like 7, and I was on my phone scrolling. So my grandmom's 1 year death anniversary. So
Oh
what's
shit!
up,
My
family?
condolences, man.
No worries, man. So the family was up there, and then I got home around 3, scrolling. I'm listening to music. Next thing I know, it's 5:40. 5:35.
That's all right. That's
So
quite
yeah.
all right.
I can you see me, hear me properly? Is this lighting okay? Should
तेरा
I?
तेरा तेरा ऑडियो थोड़ा कम है. Just bring your mic closer, maybe.
Yeah.
And Mukesh is back.
Hey guys, how are you?
Now we can
Good,
hear you
Mukesh.
clearly.
How are you?
How are you,
Congrats.
Nathaniel?
Congratulations.
I can't hear
Nathaniel
you
Award.
fully.
Congratulations.
No, that I heard, but I'm saying in general it's feeble.
Yeah.
Are you on Nathaniel? Wait, are we still recording?
Yes, we are.
You can
Oh,
go
damn,
ahead.
sorry.
This is going live, dude. This is going live.
Oh, damn. The
You can
previous
call
link
me
was not
that.
going live.
It
You
was,
can
it
call
was
me
on a
Nathaniel.
different link.
I will
Okay.
take that. So, also, how was Florian Friday?
Yes, I mean, let's get into that then because we have spoken enough about our award win. हो गया अभी
Oh,
जीत गया
wait.
award.
Oh, I didn't, I don't feel like that was enough, Amog.
Oh,
I
you
felt like we could
Want
do
something more of it?
20 to 30 more minutes at least
Yeah.
no.
of
Get to the
your journey,
details.
your internal monologue,
Yes.
your
What were the emotions running through you when you were
yeah,
walking up that podium slash stage?
and the
The
5 seconds
scene.
before
Yeah.
the
Tell us.
tumult that your heart went through.
Enlighten us. Yeah.
No,
The
no, it was that's what, like, I was just trying very hard not to trip on stage. And
Fair. Fair.
that's
Yes. You
basically
did
it.
better than that.
I was hoping for a nip slip, so we get very popular. Any sort of publicity. Oh, let's
No,
go.
not gonna happen, not gonna happen. uh but yeah, it was just it was a great feeling, man. Then for the rest of the show I just had to lug this trophy around with a bunch of goodies that they gave us, which was great. Had a drink and came back home.
Nice.
Yeah, met my wife. She was like, "Hey, you won an award. Okay, now go for a shower and get into bed." Like, fucking no emotion there, but no, she was very supportive. Yes,
That's no way to speak to award-winning hosts.
that
Ah,
is
good.
no way.
Like,
Yeah, that is no way. I told her, "You will treat me with respect, woman." But yes, let's talk about Florian Friday because that is the other reason why we are doing this on a Saturday. Florian Wirtz has been officially confirmed as Liverpool's third signing after Jeremy Frimpong and एक कौन था तीसरा
Just
दूसरा
a
कौन था
second.
नहीं रे तीन था
Kirkes, Mohammad Ashwari.
Kirkes. हाँ, see, this is what
Kirkes is not
happens.
announced. Kirkes is
This is
not announced yet.
this is
I
what
mean,
happens when you're an award-winning podcast. You let go of all journalistic ethics. It is fake news everywhere. No, but Kirkes is as good as done. No, 40
oh
million
yeah.
to agree ho gaya.
Your favorite, Amog, your own favorite reporter has confirmed it. So, 5 times
Fabrizio.
in the
Of
past
course,
1 month.
of course. That, if he hasn't confirmed it 10 times, then it's not happened.
Yeah.
So 5 times means the deal is halfway done.
Yes.
Correct. But yes, Florian Wirtz, man, you guys must be very, very happy. Mukesh now has two reasons to be happy on a Friday. Because Florian Wirtz bhi ho gaya और Podmasters Best Sports Podcast Trophy bhi mil gaya.
Oh, yeah.
What a weekend.
What a weekend. The real win is actually me figuring out a good lighting setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Uh,
Dude,
That is
I'm
the real win.
shit. I didn't know of my game.
yeah. Basically, I bought this really expensive light source, and it's on. You can buy it on Amazon. It's called a TV, and I froze it on white light.
Smart, smart. Mukesh. Damn.
Ingenious.
How do we not think of this, Amog? Like, I'm here
Yeah.
sitting with a.
Yeah, we just got lights and all like assholes.
Um,
Stupid shit.
but yes, Florian Friday. I'm very excited. Obviously, I'm a little apprehensive because he already has 2, 3 injuries. I think one of them was an AC. One of them is an ACL. But you know what? I've never seen Liverpool spend like this. And this is officially Liverpool's first 100 million player. So you know what? It's cause to celebrate. The act of splurging money is a cause to celebrate. So I'm happy.
What do you think
I
Wirtz is going to bring to this Liverpool side, Nathan? You're already very, very stacked in attack and midfield now.
Yeah,
So
no. So, while. Hmm. I think more chances is what I think he'll play a better Soboslai. I mean, okay, Soboslai is more for his. He'll be playing in place for Soboslai only, right, Mukesh?
Yeah, so he's going to play. I think ideally behind the striker.
in
Uh,
number
Yeah.
10 role.
number 10, and he won't be tracking back as much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, say, Soboslai really has to track back.
He does everything. He's an engine,
Yeah,
man. Like last season, especially if you remember the City away game, even the City game at
yeah.
Anfield, dude, this man, so was like turbo speeds
So
everywhere. So I, don't-
I think
I don't think, yeah, I think Words is mainly meant just to be forward and like
I think he's
pick and
going to be an
stick.
attacking midfielder who's going to score goals and get assists,
I
right?
hope.
A la, I mean, I'm being ambitious, like Kevin De Bruyne, but maybe more like David Silva, Philip Coutinho, that sort of a role.
Coutinho.
But
Hmm.
hopefully more Kevin De Bruyne than the others. But yeah,
So
And do you think he's suited to the Premier League? Because Bundesliga to Premier League again, it's a bit of a step up. Do you think
time will
he's got
tell.
what it takes?
have you seen Wataru Endo, the one-stop shutting down a match machine?
The
He's
Japanese
adapted, so
samurai.
why won't Florian Wirtz?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like Amog is just done with us. Like he just doesn't want to
yeah,
ask these questions. Like,
yeah,
oh God,
Amog,
these two
he
people
cannot
jumping
tolerate
as
this much joy
adjectives.
in my
Yeah.
yeah.
face.
This podcast used to have a Chelsea fan and an Everton fan. Now it has two Liverpool fans. The balance of scales has tipped so badly, and
Yeah.
I am regretting my life choices.
Yep.
But
And
no,
this podcast didn't have joy. I don't know if
yeah,
you now, I've noticed that Nathan and I, even on the games we lose, we're a little happy. We're like, yeah, man, there's positives. Whereas Amog is a
Yeah,
beacon of darkness.
no,
I've
no,
stopped caring.
I've never been a beacon of darkness. The beacon of
Beacon
darkness,
of darkness.
the Lord of the night has always been Akash Chandan, who,
That's
by the
true.
way, everybody, when I messaged them on the group saying we won, the first thing Akash says is, of course, congratulations. The second thing, immediately, what Akash says is, look at this, man. I am only the Panwati because I stopped coming to the podcast and you guys won. I'm like, yaar, what is this self pity, yaar? Fuck, how much self pity is ingrained into Everton fans?
I don't
Like,
know which came first, Akash's depression or him supporting everything.
I think, yeah, it's a chicken and egg situation.
Yeah, I think, but let's put out a poll to our fans and be like, hey guys, which one came first? Was Akash a depressed person who supported Everton, or was he an Everton fan who became depressed?
Yeah, but sorry. Now again, like enough of the award, and of course we'll keep putting the award win subliminally into our discussion wherever we can. But just going back to Liverpool, Florian Wirtz, Kirkez is going to come. You've got Frimpong as well. So you have spent about what 150 million on Frimpong and Wirtz. Milake
Yeah,
180,
yeah.
150 or 180 million.
150, 150.
Okay.
140
All
technically, but chalo, 150.
all three players.
Flight rights ka kharcha also I'm putting in.
अरे मे बी इकोनॉमी क्लास में भेजा होगा यार यू नेवर नो at best
Private.
premium economy chalo
Premium
at
class.
best no but I'm saying 150 million you have given Bayer Leverkusen who are now managed by Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag needs to use the 150 million to buy Jadon Sancho, Anthony, fucking who else? Rasmus Hoyland, Marcus Rashford, सबको ले जाओ 150 million में and if he does that no then he will forever be a Manchester United legend. Then next to
Yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson's statue there should be a statue of Eric Ten Hag because to get 150 million out of Liverpool for two players and then buying four Deadwood players from Man United is
Even winning the
just the
league with
best thing
them.
he would have done for Man United in his entire tenure as United manager and post that as well. And it would be better than the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup that he won.
Wow,
So,
I'm just it's just so nice to see United fans trying to find joy in such different sort of areas.
because that's all that's left, man, Nathan. That's all that's left. Nothing else works. That is literally
No, no,
all that
trust the
is left.
process, dude.
ए एक मिनट ये ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस आर्सेनल वालों ने बहुत सुना है आई डोंट वांट टू बी इन दैट बोट Arsenal fans have been trusting processes for a very long time.
This at least one trophy United. Next season maybe you all can win.
Arey, this season to United has already won.
Yay! Let's go. Let's go.
यूनाइटेड का जर्सी पहन के मैं ट्रॉफी होल्ड कर रहा हूँ यार. Obviously United have had a better season
Not the
this
year
season.
of the underdogs anymore, guys.
Not
Yeah.
anymore, man.
What, what
Everybody.
is the narrative? I don't buy that.
Exactly. Tottenham have won. Fucking who else? PSG have won, and corner flag has won. You know,
Yeah,
you never thought this would happen, but it actually has, and we
the
have won.
big
So
clubs have, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so I mean, great stuff for Liverpool. United, on the other hand, are still chasing Brian Mbuemo. Matthias Cunha has come, but Mbuemo is still a
But
doubt.
what is
The
this? Is he going to United or Spurs? Like,
No,
what is the last?
we don't know because there's no clear cut reports as to what is happening. Apparently, United submitted a bid of 40 or 50 million for Mbuemo, which was about to be accepted by Brentford. But then Spurs got Thomas Frank as their new
Yeah,
manager
yeah.
as
So,
a
of
replacement
course.
for Ange, and now Frank is getting Spurs to bid 60 million for Mbuemo. So Spurs is going to or already have put out a more expensive bid for the player. So Brentford are kind of leaning towards accepting that. But also there are reports saying that Mbeumo does not want Spurs. He wants only Manchester United. So he has said that yes, I love Thomas Frank. He's done a lot for my career, but he has not said ki I want to continue working with him or anything. So it is still up in the air. I just feel like again we're going to the same pattern where we're chasing a player for way too long and we're being held at gunpoint for no reason. And I don't even know if Mbuemo is really worth that
Yeah.
uh, all that time being spent on it. Like, would you? At what point do you decide to go after other targets?
Amog, Premier League proven can score goals. That's exactly what United need. You chase this girl down and you take her to
Correct,
Gharba, whatever,
correct. No, no.
whatever Desi version of promise.
Correct. No. That is to there only. That is to 100% there only. But it's just the case of if of course if we do get him, like that's a great signing to have Cunha and Mbuemo, who are both again proven Premier League goal scorers, who have consistently for 2 years at least outperformed their XG, which is the statisticians' wet dream nowadays. It is a great piece of business to get players like that into the team, right? You don't want to be stuck with another Rasmus Højlund situation where he is young, he has a lot of promise, but that promise is in a league which is quite slow, not as physical as the Premier League, not as quick as the Premier League. And then when somebody at that age comes into a situation like Man United where there's no senior players to guide him, he's been thrown into the limelight. It is a lot of pressure for somebody of his age profile, right? So you don't want a repeat of that. So getting Mbuemo and Cunha is a great
Yeah.
idea and a great piece of business. But my worry is the amount of time we're spending on it, because the Cunha transfer was fantastic. It happened on the
Yeah.
first day of the transfer window.
Yeah.
First day transfer announced, khatam ho gaya. So it gives you a sense of hope ki this is going to be how the rest of the transfer window is going to play out.
Yeah.
But the more we kind of go along, and preseason is starting now in about I think 12 days or something. United plays their first preseason match, or 12 or 20 days or something, I don't know exactly, but getting close. As that is happening now, I'm starting to wonder if we're spending way too much time on this target, because if
Yeah.
Brentford is going to take us for a ride, then at some point we need to be like, fuck you, this is it, take it or leave it. If you don't want
Yeah.
it, then tell us that you
Move
don't
forward
want
with it.
it. Don't keep stringing us along, and then we can look at other targets. Now I don't know who those other targets might be, but at least there is some sort of movement.
Osimhen,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay, what do you guys think about Osimhen? And Nathan, let's start with you. What do you think about Victor Osimhen at Man United or in the Premier League? And also, your volume is a little low, I am hearing. So please see if you can get your mic closer to you or increase your mic volume. I think that might be better. And while you do that, let's start with you, Mukesh. Victor Osimhen to Man United, do you think is a good idea?
See, I see Osimhen as going two ways, right? It's either extreme flop or extreme hit.
Hmm.
It's either Haaland or it's either Hoyland, right? He's not going to be anywhere in between.
Yeah.
Whereas Mbuemo, I know is going to give you at least 15 goals, I don't
Yeah.
know, in a 38 window season, right?
Yeah.
Maybe for a few assists or maybe it's 12 goals, 8 assists, something. He's going to give you that.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't think United can. I may look, maybe if you're a statistician and you calculate, you might calculate that there's about 70% chance that Osimhen does well. But I feel like right now, given United's position, I think even 30% is too much of a risk to take, right? With Kuna and with Mbuemo, two Premier League tested players attacking, right?
Hmm.
And given now that Harry Maguire has a extra 5 goals in him now,
Yeah.
right, per season,
Yeah, dude.
I feel like between the three of them, you're guaranteed 30 goals, 30 to 35 goals, and maybe if you add an assist, that's about 40 goals you have between the three of them, which United is a blessing for United right now, right? And given that how Amarim plays, someone who can get him 30 to 35 goals, a system that gets him that, right, automatically pushes him into top 10. And then it's beyond, it's other things like systems and other players who come in that take him from 10 to like 5 or 10 to 6 or 10 to Europe, let's say,
Hmm.
right? 10. So I think if I was a United fan, I would just go for Mbumo because I want something that's tried and tested and safe, because none of my bets in the past 5 years have worked out. And definitely, yeah, Osman is a bet. And even if it's a safe bet, it's still a bet, which I wouldn't be willing to take right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. My. Yeah.
So
Go on,
hit or
Nathan.
miss, proper hit or miss, dude. Like I think 2023 when Napoli came, before that, which team was he playing for? Napoli, no? No,
Yeah,
I forgot. Napoli, right? That one
Yeah.
use
season that
Napoli 22 23.
the one season which they won, dude, he was outstanding that season. Until his move last season or the one before that. So it's gonna be dicey, like very dicey. But I think he's one of those cases where once he gets the ground running, I don't think he's going to stop anytime soon. Uh, on the flip side, it's he might need time to settle. So overall, it's a 50-50 thing for me. But I still think if you all get Osimhen at a fair enough a good price, I think you all should capitalize on that because it's good to have that extra sort of extra player and I don't know. I just it could go either way.
I mean, see,
But
my
but
my
but like
my
Mukesh said, Premier League proven and also Mbemo obviously would be a much better
see
signing.
the two different profiles of players, but Mboimo will play on the right wing. Cunha can play right, left, center, wherever he can play across the attacking line. Osimhen is an out and out striker. So
Hmm.
Osimhen will be a direct replacement for Rasmus Højlund up top.
Yeah.
Whereas Cunha and Mbuemo between them are replacements for Ashford and Sancho and maybe even Anthony if Anthony's future is not confirmed at United. So different profiles of players. My big worry with Osimhen is, yaar, uska attitude has not been the best.
Which makes him perfect for United.
No, but
Imagine
that's what
Cunha,
United need to
Osimhen, and
try.
Anthony up top, bro.
I,
Wow.
I mean, that is,
Kuna,
you remember Newcastle versus Aston Villa, I think in 2003, when Nicky Butt and Kieran Dyer started punching each other and tearing
yep.
each other's clothes off. I feel like with Kuna and Osimhen, that might happen with United. I feel like that is the issue, right? See, Osimhen ka he's a brilliant striker, and Napoli have had some amazing forward players in their ranks. You know, if you think of even Edinson Cavani at Napoli was fucking fantastic. Osimhen is that. Osimhen is strong. He's fast. He's got a good finish on him. But we said that about Romelu Lukaku as well. I'm just making a comparison. We have had that profile of player at United, and it has not necessarily worked out the way we would have liked it to work out. And if I have to go ahead with that example of Lukaku, why didn't it work out? Because again, there were attitude issues. The guy was just not motivated enough. He has been a journeyman for all of his career. वो चेल्सी पे था, फिर इंटर गया, फिर यूनाइटेड
Everton.
आया, एवर्टन गया, वेस्ट ब्रॉम गया, सब he's played everywhere he plays, he kisses the badge and he's like, oh, this is the club for me, and then 2 seasons later he's like, fuck you, मेरे को जाने का, right? I feel like the way Osimhen's relationship with Napoli also deteriorated, I'm worried about that. He's on loan at Galatasaray right now only because they couldn't find a permanent deal for him anywhere, and they had to get him off the books because he had no future at Napoli. that becomes a bit of an issue for me as a future player of the club that I support. Okay, is that really the right profile? Yeah, sure, he'll get you goals apparently, but like you said, Mukesh, and like you said, Nathan, that's not a guarantee. No player will guaranteed get you goals. No, it is speculation at best. Even Erling Haaland, of course, he's got the best XG out of everybody else, probably the world's best finisher. You don't know if he's actually going to adapt till he actually comes here and adapts or not. So is that attitude of the player the gamble that you as a club who is going through yet another cycle of rebuilding want to be a part of? Do you want to take
And
a gamble on
more
that?
importantly, he needs to be fed. He needs to be set up to finish.
People say that about Luke Shaw as well. He needs to be fed.
So which for me is maybe not. United don't have that capacity to feed a world-class striker, because to feed world-class strikers you need world-class wingers, attackers.
United only have the capacity to feed hungry children that Marcus Rashford does.
And soon United players will be the hungry children
Yeah,
who line up.
because Jim Ratcliffe is cutting their canteen meals.
19 minutes. But this is a good episode name. Huh?
Yeah.
Should be fed.
Yeah. Currently, the episode name is the award-winning episode. I'm trying to gamify the SEO as well. Hey, कौन सा award-winning episode है यार ये podcast का? Then they will click on it and they will watch it or listen to it. Be like, क्या चूतिया लोग हैं ये? क्या बकचोदी कर रहे हैं ये लौड़ू लोग?
But really, that's what won us the award. So
yeah, exactly. We've got a message from Saif saying, "What is your thought on Martinez?"
Martinez.
Exactly.
Oh,
बहुत
the
सारे
keeper Martinez, I think.
एक मिनट, बहुत सारे मार्टिनेज है सैफ भाई. एमी मार्टिनेज है कीपर, लाउटारो मार्टिनेज है स्ट्राइकर, और लिसांड्रो मार्टिनेज है हमारा ऑलरेडी डिफेंडर है मैन यूनाइटेड पे, और
रॉबर्ट मार्टिनेज है कोच.
रॉबर्ट मार्टिनेज है कोच. तो कौन से मार्टिनेज की बात कर रहे हो सैफ भाई? प्लीज टेल अस एंड वी विल टेल यू.
So let's talk about all the Martinezes.
Let's talk about all the
just
Martinezes.
for safety. Let's start with the one we have the least to say about, Robert Martinez. Yeah, he's a coach.
He's a coach.
Yeah. Second is Lysandro. I'm gonna go for it.
बटला है पर पावर है. So
Power. Great. Well,
Great.
who else is the third guy?
Lautaro Martinez.
Lautaro. Lovely name. That's my analysis. Amog, your turn. Nathan, your turn.
Okay, so Argentina won World Cup.
Oh man, mine was at least an opinion. Nathan was a straight up fact.
Yeah.
Amog, your turn to save this podcast. Let's go.
I would just like to say, if it does come, I can make a Lutera pun, but I'd rather not. Also, Lautaro Martinez has had his best seasons when Romelu Lukaku has been his partner in command. So again, maybe not the best way to go about it. Also, Argentinian president something. I'm sure there is some politician in the world who is a Martinez. Who is we cannot talk about politics on this podcast. We have just won an award. We do not want to be cancelled.
Yeah.
You never know which Argentinians are listening to this podcast. So we'll figure that out.
There's
But
a
Saif,
Diego watching somewhere, guys. You gotta
Yes.
be mindful of the same.
पर सैफ ने बोला है कि he is talking about Emiliano Martinez. So let us talk about that, because one of the most left field pieces of transfer rumors that came out in the last few days is that Man United are interested in Emiliano Martinez. Now this is fucking ridiculous, right? Because let's say hypothetically Man United do go for him and they do manage to negotiate with him and they do manage to sign him. Emiliano Martinez will be unavailable for the first match of the season as a Manchester United player, because he got sent off in the last match of the season against Manchester United.
It's the real which I saw 2 days ago
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
This is incredible. I think Amirim is building like a suicide squad of the Premier League's cuntiest players.
Amok, I think it's meant to be. This
Which is
clear
why
indication.
I'm actually in favor of this project, because I've never seen anything like it, right?
Yeah.
I think maybe last was probably Mourinho's Chelsea to an extent, but not with this sort of underperformingness.
Yeah.
And
Debut
it's
will-
all bite.
But Mourinho's Chelsea was also, he made them assholes. They weren't assholes to begin with. They were
Correct.
all good players, and then he unlocked the dark side in them and made them assholes. And then wherever they went in their careers after that, they were, "हाँ, ये तो dirty player है, ये तो asshole player है." this is what you're saying is right. Suicide Squad hai ye. Because yeah, you're right. So let's see what the best Suicide Squad 11 for Man United can be. In goal, of course, is Emi Martinez. Who are your three defenders? Pepe, I think, has to be there.
Pepe, Lucho, of course, Licho, like Lisandro Martinez.
Licha.
He's pretty much Licha, right? He's called the Butcher. How can you not? You can't not have a guy called the Butcher in your Suicide Squad 11.
Exactly. And Sergio Ramos. One
Sergio
last
Ramos.
payday. You know, that's
One
your
last
three.
payday.
That's
Ramos,
your three.
Ramos.
That's your three at the back. Who is your four in midfield? Now we already know we have Matthias Cunha, so that's one out of the four. We can say Bruno Fernandes little bit because of how much he complains to the referees and all. Do we consider him as a
He's the crying cunt. Like he's just crying all the time.
Your words are not mine. I will never say this about my captain. But yeah, so okay, so we know two out of the four. So we have Matthias Cunha and we have Bruno Fernandes. Who are the other two cunts in the midfield in this Suicide Squad 11?
Oh, I mean, I feel like if
Fabinho,
no, the current captain of Man City, if he somehow made a
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva would have been a great addition to this.
No, Bernardo Silva is not that. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to that, I feel like Sergio Busquets is more of a cunt.
But you can't get Busquets now, right? It has to be still playing. It has to be possible now.
वैसे तो देख सकते कि we can't even get Pepe, no? Like
Pepe, you can still sneak in.
Look, I am going with the assumption that if Amorim is making a Suicide Squad, people will come back out of retirement for one last job. Like this will be Fast and the Furious 10, you know. Like फिर से आ रहे. It's all about family. Like everybody's
then get Busquets.
Because he's only recently like out of the game. It's not like
yeah.
You know, वो एक minor.
I'm thinking of Atletico players also. Who do
exactly?
I'm thinking of those sort of.
That guy, Rodrigo de Paul.
Rodrigo de Paul, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the dark arts.
Yeah. That is the dark arts. Seth has also said midfielder Arturo Vidal, which is a fucking brilliant shout.
Shout out.
Well done.
Exactly. We have four. Now we have four.
Right, that's four. Now up top we need three strikers. So one of them is Osimhen.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Does Angel Di Maria warrant a return to Manchester United just for this project?
But was he an asshole? I don't think he was an asshole.
He was an asshole to United.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
Debatable, 50-50. I think chal rakh le, it's fine.
No. It has to be, we have to commit. Yeah, we have absolute. I don't know. Luis Suarez was a bit of an asshole. I guess if he could come. Like, how can you not have someone who just bites?
Yeah.
And he's capable, right? He went from Barcelona to Atletico. So, he is capable of a inter-league rival transfer.
Yeah.
Right? And he was good at Anfield. So, there is a chance that his slightly Motu version comes back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Osimhen, Suarez. And we need one more.
Yeah.
Last one.
No.
Who? Weghorst was not a cunt.
No. Guys, are we forgetting Ronaldo?
Ronaldo was not the cunt. No, he was not a cunt.
No, but I feel like United
players, bro. Think of Everton players.
Oh, United suicide. Oh, then Richarlison. Richarlison.
There you go. It's that.
That is it. That is United Suicide Squad.
Richarlison is cunt in charge. No, so he is.
Yeah.
He's definitely there. But
drinking chai to that.
Yeah. But you know what that means, right? Like Amorim will lose his job because there's Diego Simeone and Jose Mourinho vying for the position. So Amorim is going to assemble this squad and then immediately going to give the job away to a cunty manager, and the only two options are Simeone or Mourinho.
Yeah, or Conte. So it's just these three players, right? These three guys.
Chalo, Conte ko bhi dal dete.
Yeah. Simeone, man. Simeone in the Premier League is a character I've missed.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see that guy in the Premier League at least once.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like I feel, yeah, I
And
kind of like Simeone. I feel like he should win at least one Champions League
I,
trophy.
I feel like you like him as long as you or your team has nothing to do with him in any capacity, even as a rival,
Yeah.
right?
Fair
Yeah.
As
enough.
a story from yonder there, he's good. But the closer and closer he gets to you, you're like, yeah.
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 But
Dude,
okay, so that is that. But coming back to Seth's question, he was asking about what we think
Oh,
about
sorry.
Emiliano Martinez. Sorry for
we just
the
nicely come
Sorry.
up and created a cuntish squad for everyone's amusement.
yeah.
And completely we digressed from the main
I mean,
question.
we could have just saved time and just named all the Liverpool players because that is the epitome of a cunty squad. Shout out to
it's
Akash,
also
the Everton fan.
it's also
Uh,
a winner squad, but
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. ये भी तो ये पॉडकास्ट में भी तो विनर स्क्वाड है भाई लोग ये तो plug for the award.
Yeah.
Bro,
No,
I
so
feel
Award.
honored, bro. I feel like one of this Frimpong or Skurkes or someone coming, like you all just won the trophy. And I'm like,
no,
yeah,
Nathan, no,
what's up?
because I have shared the video on our WhatsApp group. See the video again
Oh,
because
yeah, but was it my face in?
yeah,
Yeah.
in the AV when they announced our name, they put a little video grab from one of our episodes, and your face is there. So you were on
Oh,
stage as well,
Y-
Nathan.
You are Kiesa, man.
You are yes.
Kiesa.
nice.
तेरे को मेडल मिलेगा मेडल मिलेगा
Medal
तेरे
मिलेगा
Me-
बस.
medal milega. But yes. Let's talk about Emiliano Martinez before we wrap up this episode. I think it's a bad idea, man. I think it's a
No way.
bad
Are
idea.
you
No, dude.
crazy?
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
He's
What are you
way better than
saying?
Onana. Come on. He can single-handedly
Amog, he
save,
can see
literally save
exactly.
your season.
Yeah,
Or
he can
even if
stop
that
goals. He
doesn't need
stops
saving.
you at least five to maybe okay, 10 is too
Bro,
many, but
World
he
Cup
at least
winner.
stops five more goals than Onana. And that's what? That's at least maybe 6, 7 points
We have
just
So,
from your
we
dude,
goalkeeper.
we
three
got.
penalty shootouts he saved in the last World Cup. Three.
I mean,
Amok, a
One
okay,
out of
goalkeeper
okay.
who
finals.
guarantees you 6 more points is incredible.
I
Easily
agree.
a
I
Carabao
agree.
Cup win
I
trophy. Easily at
I
best.
I agree. I agree.
Minimum. Bare
I just
minimum.
and maybe I'm being naive, but I feel like is that again the profile of player that you want at this club? And I know how
The
naive that sounds. I know that that's not how football works anymore. But somewhere ऐसे personally मेरे को weird लग रहा है यार.
Amok just wants Rahul Dravid to be playing football and
I
then
know
spawn 10
what
other
ha-
guys.
what happened to the genuinely nice guys, man. Why do they always finish last?
damn.
But yeah. I personally feel like it's a bad idea. But what Muki and Nathan have said is correct. He does guarantee you X number of points or X number of additional points because he does guarantee you X number of additional saves. Proven Premier League goalkeeper, World Cup winner as well. So yes, he has a lot going for him. And right now, my bencho left toenail is better than Andre Onana. So yeah, I feel like Emi Martinez will be a very, very big upgrade over Onana. But
And think about it. I want to see him thrust his hip at the theater of dreams.
I'll tell you what,
Oof.
I I
That
will
would
I
be
and I feel
something.
like if it is going to
I want to
happen,
see
it
him
will
do
happen this way.
this.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I feel like if it does happen, it will happen this way, which is that his contract at Villa is about to end. I feel so. If we do get him, we'll get him on a free transfer. Now, if it is a free transfer, then it makes it a little more palatable because you're getting exponential quality for no money, and then that makes it a good deal. But if you had to go after him and buy out his contract and pay a transfer fee for him, I feel like there are better options out there. So if it's a free transfer, then sure. But otherwise, I mean I don't know. But that's just me. That's just my personal bias against Cunty players.
Yeah.
No, no, I am very ready for United being bringing assembling the Suicide Squad and seeing
Yeah.
how it pans out next season. That's going to be like either straight Champions League or relegation.
Yeah.
But
And I'm ready for either outcome.
we have to
Yeah.
talk about one more last thing. Just quickly, let's summarize. What are your thoughts? First game of the season versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about this?
I am
Is
feeling
it?
like Arsenal need to start their bottle job a little early next season.
See, either way, as Joby, I mean, if you guys win, we still laugh. If you guys lose, we laugh harder. So,
It's a tough one. I'm not expecting a
but
win at
wait,
all.
wait,
And in
this is
fact, we
home or
in a
away?
home game.
Then
But
advantage, of course.
that doesn't really matter with the way things have gone with this club. Like no, a victory against Brighton is also not a done deal. So Arsenal is the next level opponent. Also, we're
Hmm.
facing Man City and Chelsea in the first five fixtures, or first six fixtures. So we've got the worst start to the Premier
Dude,
League.
dude. I think even Arsenal, Liverpool's fixtures are damn difficult. Like Arsenal's are tougher, but Liverpool's have some very interesting. We play Bournemouth first, then I think
Hmm.
Newcastle, and then Arsenal, something
Then
like that,
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
something like this. So
Yeah.
fucking if damn, just give us some. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, Frimpong I like Frimpong, dude. I watch his videos and I'm like, fuck, must bande. Nice.
मस्त बंदा है क्या मतलब वो अच्छा अच्छा इंसान है
Yeah,
क्या
like like you watch certain people, yeah, great
वो चिल
character
करता
person.
है
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
चिल
Yeah,
करता है
for
तू
a
उसके
change,
साथ
he wants to be at Liverpool. He's not thinking he's too cool, so that's really nice.
Yeah, dude, his celebration is him literally puffing a joint with like words or someone. So maybe that's why they got words also to complete the celebration. Like if he's lighting it, he has to like pass it on.
अच्छा मतलब one guy has to roll it and the
Yeah,
other guy has to
yeah.
spark it
Like,
so
see,
that way
Liverpool just don't think from the footballing perspective point of view.
yeah
They think
yeah
creatively, think
Like,
celebrations.
हमारा players
They think
गंजेड़ी है
lights.
क्या?
is this in the banned substances list by the way before we wrap up I know you said you wanted to really quickly chat about this before we wrap up one more thing I want to quickly chat about is Nathan did you fucking do your hair through the course of this podcast
Uh,
तू जेल
no,
लगाया क्या
no.
no you were playing with some
I
dabba
was playing with it. It was right here. I don't.
because
But his
you
hairstyle
were
changed.
your
His hairstyle
hairstyle
changed.
changed
Hey,
हाँ
this is a
exactly
side.
so
So
ऐसा
I
off camera
have
you have
very
off camera you have dipped your fingers into that tub of hair product and
no.
then while हाँ तो Florian words na
Oh.
and Frimpong is
This
like
is
ये
I
हो रहा
got
है तेरा
I had a great like sometimes I have naps when I wake up now my hair is all and it's like grown now. I need a
Hmm.
haircut.
Hmm.
So this is one of those days when it just sets anyhow, I guess.
तू क्रीम लगा definitely तू
Yeah,
definitely
he
hair लगा
definitely worked it.
definitely
I saw it at the beginning of the podcast, and it was chapku and wet, and like falling on his forehead fully.
yeah.
And by the end, it's all like style, like he went to some Alim Hakim or something like that. So,
Killing it. Right. Let us end
Yeah.
this episode on that note. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us and tell us what you thought, you can reach us on social media. Mukesh is on Instagram at
Mukesh Manjunath.
Nathan is on Instagram at
Nathan Gomes.
and I'm on Instagram at Amogran Dive. The podcast is on Instagram at the rate Corner Flag Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you're watching the stream right now, or if you're listening to it on Spotify, follow us there as well. But subscribe to us at the rate Corner Flag Pod on YouTube. Shout out to Kazaj Gurda for our theme tune. And until next time, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Mukesh.
Award-winning bye, guys.
Say bye, Nathan.
Guys, I made a mistake last time and I mispronounced the podcast name. So thank you for watching and tuning in to the Corner Flag podcast.
Yeah,
Thank
got it
you.
right.
Let's
And
go.
it is goodbye from an award-winning podcast host to
Yeah.
me. It is bye for
Champions,
this
champions,
award-winning
champions.
show. See you next time.
Bye, guys.